unless the wind can't make it. He didn't say because your life is absolutely miserable. Because drugs, alcohol, cheating wives, lying, stealing, cursing God in his very being. He didn't say that. No, he didn't. He said, I will meet you on the other side. I might not know how you're feeling tonight or what you're believing in. And sometimes I don't know what I'm feeling or believing in. And I may not know the pain or the hurt that you're going through. But I do know this. His plan never changes. They didn't change then, and they're not going to change now. His plans for you in this life and the life after this has never changed. He's not a man that changes. He's not a God that changes. This world changes, but he doesn't change. His promise doesn't change. His miracles don't change. The blessings he sends don't change. Whatever it is that he has for you in your life right now, it's coming. It's coming. And just remember today, again, his plan never changes. So what is this great big thing that I said in the very beginning that he did? This incredible thing. It's not what you have done. It's not even what you didn't do. It's what he did. Jesus isn't worried about the wind or the waves or the mess that you've made of your life. Or what you're going through. Because my Bible tells me he has already overcome it all. Every single thing that we have been through, he's overcome. Hebrews 4:15-16 states, for we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted, like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly. Don't come slithering up here. Don't come slithering to God. He says come boldly onto the throne of grace. He's made it for us, that we may obtain mercy and find grace and help in the time of need. In John 16:33, he says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Man, there is no peace without him. In the world you shall have tribulations, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Let me encourage you today. If you find yourself in the middle of the storm and it feels like Jesus is walking right past you, please remember the plan never changed. His plan for you never changes. You see, the best part of the story is Mark 6:48. It says he intended to walk past them. But that's not what he did. He intended to walk past them. This is the most incredible thing that he did. He stopped. wasn't his plan. He stopped. His plan was to meet them on the other side. He told them, go to the other side and I will meet you there. But he takes a stroll across the ocean. He walks up to the boat where his disciples are hurting and pleading and scared, intended on passing them, but hearing their cries, he stopped. That's the most incredible thing that our Jesus has done for us. Even though Jesus knows that he doesn't have to stop for you, because it's his plan that you go through the storms. It's his plan, not our plan. But his plan hasn't stopped, hasn't changed, and he will stop for you because he does see you. He does hear you. And he loves you more than you'll ever know. Yea, yeah, you're in a storm right now. But I'm going to tell you, you remind Satan, because that's who gives you problems. That's who brings the questions. That's who steers you in the direction away from Christ. You remind him, you tell him, one, get away from me in Jesus' name. But you remind him that Jesus' plans never change. And that you're going ahead to meet him on the other side of that storm according to his plan. I thought that was going to last forever, and it didn't. My thought was I had a few tricks up my sleeve, but it just didn't come about. I wanted to print that song out, and I wanted to have it on our fancy televisions here. And I had a video for testimony that I wanted to put up. But again, Satan's in the works of everything. It didn't come about. So I'm going to ask you, has Jesus seen your storm? And are you willing to tell us about it tonight? Has he brought you through something that there's no explanation of why you survived except for through him? Somebody here is hurting. It's just not just me. Somebody here holding out. And it's not just me. And the churches are full of us. Not just this church, but every church. Learn to testify. Learn to tell of his goodness. Learn to tell of his love. Oh yeah, turn the service over to you.